Hello guys, welcome to Psychology of Freedom, another typing episode na ni-request nila Happy, Moon and Happy, Chris Samorio, and Angelistine. I hope na pronounce ko ng tama. So, ang dami nag-request. So, unahin ko na si James Reid. Siya yung itatype natin ngayon. So, kina Happy, Moon and Happy, Chris Samorio, and Angelistine. Thank you very much for requesting. Actually, curious din ako sa type ni James Reid. So, ayan. Paano natin siya ita-type? Hahanapin natin kung, or titignan natin kung ano yung cognitive functions na ginagamit niya. FITE user ba siya or TIFE? NESI user ba siya or SENI? And then yung interaction style niya, paano siya makipag-interact sa ibang tao? Direct ba siya or informative? Responding or initiating? Movement ba siya or control? And last one is yung temperament niya. Abstract ba siya or concrete? Affiliative or pragmatic? And then systematic or interest-based? So, after that, through process of elimination, titignan natin dito sa type grid ni C.S. Joseph kung alin talaga yung personality type niya. Okay, so ayan. Let's start with this video.
Not like intriguing ones, but I mean, you became a household name here in the Philippines because of acting, no? So I mean, like, what made you decide to enter like the PBB, like the entire crazy jungle of show business in the Philippines?
What made me decide to join like PBB? Well, I had just moved to the Philippines and I was only here for about 2 months and I didn't know anyone.
May pagka-informative because, di ba, ang tanong sa kanya, what made you to decide to join PBB, etc. So, he told the story. I had just moved here to the Philippines. So, parang his own experience then, introverted sensing.
I didn't have any friends here yet. So,
he didn't answer the question directly kung bakit nag-join siya ng PBB. So, informative yan.
Talent Scout saw me just walking down the street and then he met me and my dad and was like, you should come to ABS and you'll meet more people like you. So you might make friends. And I was like, all right, let's do it. So I went there and then I ended up auditioning for Big Brother.
I went there. I ended up auditioning Introverted Sensing.
I didn't even know what the show was. They just said reality TV show. So, yeah, and then they wanted me to be in it.
They wanted me. They wanted me. This is what they want, what other people want. So that's extroverted intuition.
And my dad, I was like, yo, there's no way I can do TV. And my dad was just daring me, like, yo, you should just do it. Just do it. So he agreed for me. Wasn't exactly my choice.
It wasn't exactly my choice. Choice yun ng father niya. So that's extroverted intuition pa rin. Decision ng father niya. NE.
And then, yeah, I kind of did not expect to win the show. And then what would happen afterwards, which was like the performing, going into acting. So I kind of just like tripped into it and then, you know, fell in the deep end and I just kind of learned how to swim.
Deep end. Okay, speaking of deep end, like we know that showbiz, of course.
So parang 'di ba in the end, yun na-answer din. Ganun kasi yung mga informative na mga tao. They answer through a story. They start with the story and then nasa end pa yung mismong answer to the question. So informative yan.
Here, showbiz in the Philippines opens so many doors, but and you know it has its advantages, of course. But what's your least favorite about showbiz?
Least favorite about showbiz?
Yeah.
It's man. There's so many things to not like about showbiz.
Yeah.
So I'll have
May pagka-control kasi he's taking his time to answer. Ganyan kasi yung mga control type. Because they want the outcome to be okay or they want the outcome to be good. They're taking their time planning what to say, something like that.
having a hard time not just picking one.
Okay, give me two. Give me two then.
Yeah, no, definitely the privacy thing. That's a huge one.
Yeah.
especially like, coming from Australia, I wasn't used to uh how close how closely knit a lot of communities are in the Philippines.
Mhm.
And yeah, I just wasn't used to it. But um yeah, the lack of privacy was definitely one I had to get used to.
Mhm.
And then I would just stop telling people about my personal life. Um, and then yeah, the other one is just like a lot of the noise, like
Mhm.
the random stories that people make. And with the rise of social media, it just got worse and worse and worse and worse.
The
Um,
disinformation,
yeah,
crazy.
the misinformation, the fake news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's staying within the topic. Kumbaga, hindi siya nag initiate ng bagong thought, responding. I think obvious naman na introverted to si James Reid, pero yun, responding siya.
So at what point in your career you decided to okay, I'll set aside acting first and here I'll be focusing on music now.
It was somewhere in like early 2017 or
Hmm.
late 2016. I started just making songs for fun.
Yeah.
I started making songs for fun. This is what I did. SI users aware sa mga ginawa nila in the past, while SE users aware sa ginawa ng ibang tao in the past.
So I released a couple of albums already, songs I didn't write. And it was the sound that was popular in the Philippines at the time.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of covers, which was also very popular. Not much original music actually.
Yeah.
And then I started writing songs for fun
Mm.
with a friend of mine, Paulo Chungson, and we were really going into like into a lot of R&B, hip hop stuff.
Mm.
Um, and I was just making these songs for fun, kind of like R&B, electronic, pop songs, and we were just making it for fun. I wasn't trying to make an album. I wasn't planning on releasing them. That was my first album, so Palm Dreams, which came
Oh.
out in 2017.
Uh-huh.
And that was all original songs written by me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
I didn't plan this, blah, blah, blah. So more like P-type. P-types, ano eh, parang just kind of go with the flow. But yung mga J-type, they are the ones who have checklists on what they're going to do next or something like that.
and I didn't expect it to do so well, but I think it really changed everyone's like perception of me.
Yes.
It changed everyone's perception of me. That's more of TE, awareness sa iniisip ng ibang tao tungkol sa kanya, and aware siya na nag-change yung perception or yung thinking ng ibang tao about him. So extroverted thinking.
From what I was doing before, and
Yeah.
see me as an artist, because that's kind of what I struggled with.
They see me as an artist, so that's their perception of me. That's what they think about me now.
Being famous, really, really
Uh-huh.
famous for no reason.
Are people so surprised that you can sing well? Because dude, you can sing well. You can really sing well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, sometimes I get surprised.
Talaga?
Yeah, I guess sometimes.
Is there a memorable like comment of a person that said
Very introverted, responding.
that when they finally heard you sing like, oh my God, you can sing. You can actually sing. Is that like a memorable comment from somebody that made you laugh or what? Yeah, of course I can.
For a long time, people didn't think I could, and then that everything that
People didn't think I could. Awareness of what other people think. Extroverted thinking.
they heard in the music was just like all automated. It's all
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
processed. So they've been helping me out a lot, and they were able to get JB from
Oh my
GOT7
gosh.
and OZ to feature on the song that I had already released. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw the music video. That's crazy.
Yeah, there was no real plan. We were just kind of going with it, and then
There's no real plan. We were kind of going with it. More of P-type talaga siya. Let's see.
We sent them the song and they wrote verses and they sent it back to me and I was like, okay, cool. We should shoot a video for this.
Yeah, that video.
Yeah, the original music video I did for Hello was, I don't know, I've done a lot of serious music videos. Yeah, I just wanted to, but there was no plan for that music video either. It was just get me a bunch of different clothes, let's get a bunch of cameras and then just like
Shoot me.
go crazy.
Ganon kasi yung mga P-type, 'di ba? They don't plan their day, while yung mga J-type, it has to be planned. Yung mga J-type hindi ganun ka-spontaneous, yung mga P-type sila yung mas more spontaneous. They let things flow or they let things happen on its own, while yung mga J-type parang they happen to their day. Kumbaga. So,
How long did that took to do?
Maybe 3 months.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 3 months to get everything together.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people and
Yeah.
you know, it was so many people to coordinate with and they're all like busy as well. A lot of these artists were also with their own stuff. So it took a while to coordinate, but I was just like, hey, you can just do whatever you want. Like,
you can just do whatever you want. I'm giving you freedom to do whatever you want. So that's extroverted intuition.
Which
that's why it says directed by everyone, because do what you want to do.
It was fun. It was fun.
So at this time, at this point, sure na tayo na NESI user siya.
What made you decide to, to finally try the music thing in the US?
So Verman, one of the members of Far East.
What made you decide? Pero he's kind of like starting with the story again. So informative. Hindi niya ina-answer yung question directly.
Movement. He's actually Filipino, and he was looking for an artist from the Philippines that that he could kind of help out, or that he saw potential in, and would be able to cross over into the US market. And he met me and brought me out to the States to LA in 2020.
Check tayo ng ibang video.
So, kamusta ka na, bro? How are you?
I'm good. Been very, very busy. Since quarantine happened, I've really been focusing on the music label, on Careless. And at the very beginning of quarantine, those first 2 weeks, I just stayed at home, did nothing, was just chilling.
This is what I did in the past as I
playing video games. I think I finished the same video game almost 3 times.
Inulit-ulit
And
mo.
yeah, for 2 weeks, and I was like, okay, this has to stop. I get asked like, what's your creative process like in making music and writing songs?
creative process. So, dito natin malalaman kung systematic siya versus interest-based.
Or whatever. And for me, it's different every single time.
Every
I
song
haven't
iba-iba.
really figured out like what's the best way for me to make music.
It's different every single time. So that's more of an interest point of view. Hindi, kasi yung mga systematic, meron silang parang formula na fina-follow. Parang yung systematic people, they are always looking for the best way of doing things. Like for example, it works best when we start with the lyrics, ganyan. While yung interest-based, kahit ano. So,
Because sometimes it's starting with the chords, because the chords make you feel something, right? There's emotion in the chord progression.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it's from the beat,
Yeah.
and then you feel some kind of energy, and then that's when you start writing.
Explore.
Or sometimes you start from a melody that you have in your head. So it starts from anywhere, but I guess that's the fun part. You never know how it's gonna come together. Because it'd be
you never know how it's gonna come together. So, hindi siya systematic.
boring if it was the same way.
Process, diba?
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
Check pa tayo ng ibang video.
For myself, and I lived it.
Definitely. For me, I think maybe about 3 years ago, I was having this kind of crisis where I didn't feel like I was in control of what I was doing.
I didn't feel like I was in control. The need to be in control are the control types. They need to take their time. They need to, be in their own pacing. Ganun yung mga control type. While movement types, okay lang kahit na they're not in control as long as nagpa-progress, kumbaga.
And I know I was doing well, and I know I was making money, I was getting endorsements, getting projects, but I felt like I wasn't doing what I was meant to be doing. I can't explain it. Until I started creating my own music. I think when we're creating, I feel like I'm doing something meaningful with my life instead of just following.
I feel like I'm doing something meaningful in my life, kind of. Abstract ba to? And
The instructions, following the formula. But when I
following the formula, following the instructions, that's more abstract.
started making my own music, started writing my own songs, that's where I found fulfillment. So when I look back at my life and I see all the stuff I did in show business, that's nice. But when I look back at things I created, like my music, things I did for my friends, my family, that will make me happy.
You have to take control of your own life.
I have to feel like I'm in control.
I have to feel like I'm in control. Yan ang mga control types.
And it's hard when, especially in the Filipino industry, the fans feel some kind of ownership to the artist. It's how it is here, but I struggled with that for a while.
Some kind of ownership. The fans feel some kind of ownership. That's more abstract.
Wanting to feel like I'm actually in control. You know what I mean?
Wanting to feel like I'm actually in control. Control type.
There's no real like personal space. Everyone's always friendly, so they're that way with artists too. You know what I mean? But then it's nice if you're a regular person, but when you're an artist, everyone in the whole country is feeling like they can tell you what to do. They can say this is bad for you, don't do that. We want to see you do this. It gets overwhelming. There's too many people.
Back to the
If you are a regular person, that's okay. But if you're a celebrity, talking about what ifs.
project, did you have to watch the Korean series?
I did. I enjoyed it. It's nice, but I think we're gonna like this one better.
Because
That's more of focus on the outcome.
it's for Filipino
This
audience.
is Filipino audience. It's got that the family quality in Filipino films. It's more mahuso.
Okay, how about Si and Lim? Is it the first time you work together?
Is it the first time? I think so. Yeah, first time.
Did you
Very responding, very introverted.
learn anything from him, or did he learn from you? How was your working relationship?
Whenever he's on the set, he's really lively. He's always talking, very talkative. Opposite of me. Usually really quiet. I'm usually like writing music or something when I'm on the set.
Usually quiet, usually just writes music, responding. Very sure na tayo dyan. More of informative, responding, and control.
My last question, please fill in the blank. When it comes to love, what's most important is?
When it comes to love, it's most important. Connection.
Connection.
You see, he took his time to answer. That's more of control. Kasi yung mga movement na type, they're just, tawag nito, parang eager sila na sagutin agad, mabilis yung conversation, while control type, they take their time.
Yeah, for me, things I've learned about recently is that I used to think love was about romance, But for me, it's really about connection, about feeling connected to something, about feeling like you're part of something bigger. So what's really important for me in a relationship is that we connect, we understand each other.
And you have that, obviously.
We do.
Ano yun? Ano sabi niya? It's more about the connection. That's the thing that's important about relationship that's abstract. So I think enough na to. Sabi natin FITE user siya and then NESI user. So nandun lang siya sa NFP and STJ na quadra. And then sabi natin, informative, responding, and control. So tignan natin dito sa type grid. So sino ba yung mga informative, responding, and control? Yan yung nasa last row. Ayan, mga background type. Informative, responding, and control. And sabi natin, NFP, STJ quadra siya. So eliminated na itong ISFJ. ISFP wala na rin yan. And then INTP wala na rin. So he is an INFP. James Reid is an INFP, also known as the dreamer, which makes sense kasi yung mga INFP, they are poets eh. 'Di ba? They're very good with writing, they're very good with music, ganyan. So, sino mga ka-personality type niya? 'Di ba? Si Michael Jackson, Oh, mali pala yung sinulat ko. INFP, sorry. INFP instead of INFJ. INFP. Also known as the dreamer. So, sino mga ka-personality type niya? Actually, si Unique Salonga. Tapos kung sa Hollywood naman, sino ba? Or mga foreigner, si Michael Jackson. Sino pa ba? Si Bruno Mars, INFP yun. And then sino pa yun? Yung artista sa The Matrix. Yun, INFP din yun. So, ayan, James Reid is an INFP. So, sa mga nag-request, kina Happy, Moon and Happy, Chris Samorio, and Angelistine, thank you very much for requesting. And sana may napulot kayo dito. And if you don't agree, just comment down below. So, yan. See you sa next video.